What's going on, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to show you my build that I'm going to be using for the Deadlands DLC. This is for my Stamina Nightblade Ganker. If you're looking for a Stamina Nightblade Brawler build, I'm going to leave a link down in the description, and then I'll also update that link when I release my new Stamina Nightblade Brawler build for the Deadlands patch. We've got a lot of big changes this patch. They've nerfed our main set that we were using last patch, which was Mechanical Acuity, and now it's pretty much useless as far as any sort of burst builds. So no more bombers, no more gankers using Mechanical Acuity. So I actually think that the build this patch is a lot stronger than it was last patch. We were Khajiit last patch, which is still fine, although I think Orc is probably better this patch, but don't really bother wasting the money on a race change token because Khajiit will work just fine. If you guys are interested in a written version of this build, there'll be a link to my website down in the description, so go ahead and check that out. We've also had to drop snipe from our build, so if you're the type of person who likes to play ranged, I'm going to leave a link down in the description to Dr. Gankenstein's build. It's a ranged build, so go ahead and check that out. This patch we are fully melee, so we don't have any ranged abilities at all. Let's take a look at our buff stats. Our max magicka is 19k, our max health is 24k, maximum stamina is 31k, and then stamina recovery is 1400, which is actually not bad considering this is a ganker build and we're not stacking any sort of stamina recovery at all. Our weapon damage is 8500. I know I showed 11,000 on a post the other day, but we've done a little bit of tuning, and with some testing we've decided to stack more into physical penetration than just all weapon damage. We were using a greatsword Nernhond the other day, and we've actually just swapped that out for a maul. Now we're using a sharpened maul, so that leads us to our physical penetration, which is 27k, almost 28, and then our weapon critical is at 42.4%. We're using the Lover Mundus. You should be Vampire Stage 2. This will give us the Strike from the Shadows passive, as well as allow us to run at full speed when we're stealthed. The food I'm using is Bewitched Sugar Skulls. I don't have it on the PTS right now, but that's what I'm going to be using on the live server. And then for potions, I'm just going to be using Tri-Stat potions, or you can use immovables. Let's take a look at the gear. We're running a 2-piece Balorgs. We're running 7 medium. So we're going to be running a 2-piece Balorgs, Divines, a 5-piece New Moon Acolyte, Divines. We're running New Moon Acolyte on the body. And then we've got a 2-piece Balorg head and shoulders. Like I said, all 7 Divines there. Jewelry, we're running Calorian's Legacy, 3 infused with weapon damage. And then for the weapons, we're running a Calorian's Legacy Maul, sharpened. And on the back bar, we're not running snipe on this build, so the back bar is pretty much flex spot. You can run whatever you want here. You can actually run, if you want to run a dual wield build, you can go with dual wield Calorian's Legacy front bar. On the back bar, you can run a Veda Strand's Greatsword. Then you can get the Frenzied Momentum buff, and that'll give us even more weapon damage. And then you would run, obviously, a Calorian's Legacy dual wield on the front bar instead of a two-hander. I just prefer the two-hander. And then we're going with a bow on the back bar. We're just using critical riposte. This trait should actually be defending, but I'm out of transmute crystals on the PTS and I don't know how to get more. So we're running a bow of critical riposte. It should be defending. Only thing we're going to be using our back bar for is buffs. Let's take a look at the skills. On our front bar, we're using Surprise Attack, Executioner, Rally, Camouflage Hunter, Relentless Focus, and then our main ultimate is going to be In-Cap Strike. On the back bar, we're using Shadowy Disguise, Shadow Image, Resolving Vigor, Channeled Acceleration, Leeching Strikes, and then Temporal Guard. Temporal Guard is a flex spot. You can use the bow ult here if you'd like, or you can use Soul Tether. I just prefer the Temporal Guard because it gives us minor protection when we're trying to roll away. For the champion points, for the blue tree, we're using Deadly Aim, Master at Arms, Backstabber, Fighting Finesse. For the red tree, Celerity, Bloody Renewal, Slippery, Rejuvenation. Alright, I'm going to quickly show you how to use the build. It's very important that we use it correctly because the proc conditions on the Calorian's Legacy have changed a bit. So when you deal critical damage with a light or heavy attack, you launch a projectile at your target. So you have to make sure that when we go in for the kill, we're going to heavy attack first, and that's going to guarantee a crit from stealth on the heavy attack. So you're going to buff up, come in, heavy attack in cap, light attack, surprise attack, light attack, executioner. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the build. This build is extremely strong. I think it's probably going to get nerfed, but we'll see. I've also got a new Discord server, so if you're interested in coming to hang out with me or some other Elder Scrolls Online content creators, just click the link there in the description. It should be an invite to the Discord server. And we will see you in the next video.